Hi everybody, this is Marco from Hour of Penance and you are listening to Fantas Podcast.
Corey Gorecrest here, Dr. Vincent West, Phantasm Podcast. We have the honor of speaking with Marco of Hour of Fucking Penance. How are you doing, man?
Hi, man. Very, very fine. Thanks a lot for your time. It's a pleasure to be here in your radio.
Cool, man. We are happy to have you on. And I guess we'll start with, if you talk a little bit about how you joined Hour of Penance.
Yeah. I joined the band more or less 4 years ago. And I know the other guys from many years before, especially Giulio, the guitar player, because Rome is a very small town, so we know everybody, each other. And I was talking to him, and they had some problem with the previous bass player during a tour that they did in the US, and so he wrote to me and say, we have some problem with the bass player, are you interested to join the band? Say yes, of course I am, and yes, now it's 4 years together with the guys.
Right, awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then did you do touring with them before you recorded your first?
Yeah, I recorded with them 2 albums, the last one and Regicide, the one before, and I did with them some European tour. We did one with Cannibal Corpse in 2013.
Cool, awesome.
The tour was a couple of weeks after I joined the band.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was very nice because I joined the band. We were supposed to have some shows in Italy and a festival, I don't remember, in Europe. and then Giulio called me and say, hey, we have a European tour with Cannibal Corpse. I say, okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, it was good because it was the best way to know each other also. You know someone very well during a tour. So we had a lot of fun, and I think it was a very nice experience for everybody.
Oh yeah, the Cannibal guys are great guys. I've known Paul for several years, and
they are great guys. We toured with them in Europe. We toured with them one time in Australia.
Oh wow!
And yeah, we had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah,
if you make an interview with George one day, ask about a drinking night with me in Melbourne.
Okay, we can do that. We will definitely do that. And you want to talk a little... is it Regicide? Am I saying that right?
Regicide.
Regicide, okay. You want to talk a little bit about the recording of that record?
Yeah. With Regicide was the first album I recorded with them, and we did the drum and the bass in my studio.
Oh, okay.
And the rest of the album we recorded at the 60 Cellar Studio. This is the studio where all the previous album of Hour of Penance were recorded.
Right.
And it was nice. I mean, it was the first time I recorded with them. I prefer the last album. I prefer Cast the First Stone because I think also for the writing process we had more time and
sure.
Yeah, so it was good recording. Regicide is a very technical album, so it was very very nice from a musician point of view.
Oh yeah.
But maybe listening now, maybe it's a good album. Maybe it's a bit too long. Maybe there is something in that album that I would like to change.
Right.
Did you record that record? Was it recorded in Rome?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
All the album in Rome. For Regicide, we recorded the drum and the bass in my studio, and for Cast the First Stone, we recorded all the album in my studio.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's awesome. What about the artwork for Regicide?
Love the artwork for that.
Yeah, the artwork of all the albums are made from the same guy. From I think he started from Paradogma.
Oh wow!
Well, the first artwork he did was Paradogma, and is this guy from Romania. And I don't remember the exact name. It's a very strange name, so I probably pronounce in the worst way as possible. But it's very good. I like to work, especially for the art, to work with the same guy, because he change with you. He know what the bands want, and it's. I think even for the next album, we're gonna work again with them.
Oh awesome. Yeah. Now, did you all do a lot of touring for Regicide?
Yeah. We toured Europe, many times Europe with Cannibal. We toured with Psychroptic. We toured
awesome.
with Beheaded. We toured. We made some festival also around Europe. We made the Summer Breeze Festival. We did the Brutal Assault.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, it was a very good promotion, and I really hope, even for Cast the First Stone, the new album, I hope to do the same. We toured twice in Australia. One time with Cannibal Corpse, one time with Behemoth. And,
oh, cool,
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was very good. For the new album, we have more festivals than touring, because it's very difficult now to find a very good tour. There are so many bands that want to tour, and everything is very difficult to set up. But we are trying, especially for this half of the year, concentrate on festival, maybe some headline festival, or join some summer festival around Europe. I think is better for this period.
Oh, that makes sense. Hopefully you guys make it back to the States again. I've never got to see you guys. Corey's actually seen you guys before.
I saw you. I'm not sure. I want to say that you were in the band. You guys came over here with Niall.
I was not in the band.
It was not you? Okay.
It was before. It was a couple of tours before me.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's very difficult. We had a couple of offers in the US, but if you want to tour US, you have to ask for an artist visa.
Yeah.
And when you ask for the artist visa, you have to say every day where you are playing. So you cannot say, we have to book 6 shows, but we'll let you know. No, you have to write every day where you are playing, where you're sleeping, where you're driving, wherever. So
yeah, that's very difficult.
So if you don't have all the tour already booked, you cannot ask for the visa.
Right.
So we had a couple of nice offers, but when they booked all the tour, it was 2 weeks before leaving.
Right.
And for asking an artist visa, you need a couple of months, more or less. So that's the very hard part to coming back touring USA, because it's for the visa stuff, it's very complicated.
Wow.
Well, yeah, and I can't help with our Nazi president that just got elected too.
Oh, yes, of course.
He's a fucking bastard. Corey and I went and saw Braheria, and it was awesome. All they did was slam that fucker. I loved it. It was fucking awesome. But I mean, it's got to make it hard on you guys too. Any band from Europe trying to come over here now when you've got Satan running everything, it's like.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard about the band Obscura, the guys from Germany.
Yes, I love that band.
Yeah, they had one tour cancelled, because they didn't get the visa in time, and they lost €1,000 euro.
Wow!
And because they already get the flight tickets, and they rent the tour bus and backline and stuff like that. They already paid everything, but they didn't get the visa in time, so they had to cancel, and they lost something like €15,000.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's terrible, you know. And
there's no compensation.
I would like to have enough money to risk
Yeah.
15,000 euro every time I want to tour US, but unfortunately, I don't.
Right.
Well, I mean,
don't blame you.
it's such a mess, and it's ridiculous just in general.
Yeah.
You know, because
I mean, it should be much more easy.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that they, I don't know, it's like you guys are artists. It's not like, I don't know, they want to, I don't know, it's
of course, if you go playing there, you get money, you have to pay taxes and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I go in the US and they're touring for 1 month and I get, I don't know, 10,000 euro, I'll pay taxes on that, of course. It's the same here in Italy, but it should be much more easy. But
well, that's like living here. I mean, it's like, especially now under Hitler, so it's like, it's one of those things. It's, I mean, Trump's is such a turd, and it's like, it makes it, and we can't see the stuff we listen to because of it, and it makes it where you guys can't come over, and it makes people not want to come over because, I didn't vote for that fucker.
We had Hitler in Europe, now it's your time.
Right.
But I mean, it's the truth. It's like, I know I'm being raunchy about it, but it's true. It's like, and it. I just want you to know we're not part of that fucking regime. So it's like, it's just sad. I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that about the Obscura guys. That's fucking garbage. And it's like, I don't know.
No. I mean, it's especially all the people that want come touring US. I mean, we are not like rich musicians. We are not Metallica.
Right.
We get $1 million.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, we are people that I have to work to pay the flight tickets to come in.
Yeah, man.
So,
and then they're taxing you while you're here too, which is garbage. And then you get treated like a goddamn alien when you come into the country to try to play shows for people. I don't know. I hate to hear that. I can only imagine it's a living hell. But hopefully you'll make it back over at some point. But
we really would like come back in the US. A lot of people is writing to us when you're coming back in the US. Really, we cannot wait to coming back, but we have to find the right moment.
Sure.
To don't lose or risk losing thousands of money.
Oh, sure. Maybe the Cannibal guys, when they drop another record, bring you over or something.
Oh yeah.
So
it could be amazing.
Or Behemoth or whoever, however you can get over here. We definitely want to see you. And speaking of which, I just want to talk about Cast the First Stone, because best death metal album, brutal death metal album so far this year. What a fucking killer record. We got to get into the
awesome
meat of Cast the First Stone. If you want to talk about, oh yeah, of course, it's fucking sick. I love it. When we left, we went and interviewed Immolation the other night. On the way back, we listened to the whole fucking album, Corey and I were rocking our balls off. And
yeah, that's amazing record.
Thanks, man.
It's fucking sick.
1,000,000 miles an hour. It's ball crushing.
We spent a lot of time on that album, and now we are very happy. It's we especially about the recording.
That sounds great.
We recorded everything in my studio, and with Giulio we said, okay, we have to spend a lot of time just to check, any single note of any instrument if it sounds perfect. So it's we cannot be more happy.
Well, I'll say one thing that stands out to me on it. As much I love everything on it, but the goddamn drumming on that record is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so good. I mean, the final mix is beautiful. The vocals, the bass, the guitars. But I tell you, man, that he's wearing out that fucking drum kit on that thing.
Yeah. Davide did a great job on the drum recording. He's a great drummer, and we work a lot to have the more natural and acoustic sound as possible of the drum. I don't like a lot the very plastic production where everything sounds
overproduced.
I don't want to hear my snare sound on other 5 albums.
Right.
Just my snare sound, my drum sound, my guitar sound. I don't want to hear something that I can hear on other 10,000 albums, because a lot of people now listen music on YouTube or Spotify or stuff like this. So if you hear like 10 bands that sound the same. You have no idea which band is. If you hear something different, you say, "Hey, but this one sounds different. What the hell is that?" And maybe you don't change the name.
Well, it's interesting. Now, with Cast the First Stone, was this? Now, were you part of the creative process on Regicide, or did it start with Cast the First Stone?
With when I joined the band, a lot of songs from Regicide was already written and arranged, because until Regicide, everything was always written and arranged by Giulio, the guitar player. With this album, we start to work much all together. Giulio, awesome. We start always from Giulio's idea. He wrote the 90% of the riff of the album,
sure.
But then he sent everything to the drummer Davide, and Davide changed something, say no, this part could be better in this way, and when we were recording, we also changed some stuff. When we were recording, I even recorded some guitar part, and Giulio recorded some bass part, because we had an idea. I say, okay, let me hear. Okay, it's good. We keep your take. It's on this album we really worked a lot. Everybody much more together.
Awesome.
Right. Now the lyrics on Cast the First Stone. Who was responsible for all that?
The singer.
Okay, he did a really good job. I think I don't know. It's I've got some of the older records, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the time that you dropped it or what. But it's nasty. The record's just. I mean, it's a complete package. I like every song on it. It's from the opening track, the Century Imperial Crusade, to the I mean, all of it. And. Like I said, the musicians
did a great job for the lyrics. It's some people ask us, hey, but I mean, because there is the stereotype of the death metal band that talk about Christianity and Jesus, and we hate Jesus, but we start to talk about all the religion in the world. And,
so I think it's more interesting.
Stone, it's we talk about all the the how much can be dangerous and an extreme way to see religion. So even if you are from if you are Christian, if you are Islamic or whatever, if you work in an extreme way, it can be the most dangerous stuff in the world. Is a religion for us, for me, for everybody in the band, is like an evolution bug.
Right.
All the world just improve everything, for every stuff, but not for religion. We are still condemned in this world where religion is so much important.
Right.
A lot of people die for religion. How many people already died for religion? Too many, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
Definitely. It's a brutal assault. That's for damn sure. It's just all 9 tracks of it, and the artwork is very, very. I don't know. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I want a shirt of that. Honestly, a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. It's. I don't know. It kind of sums up the whole record. They did a really good job with it. And that's the same artist that did the previous artwork?
Yes. He's the guy that from Paradogma to this album he did.
He's fantastic. It's just really, it just really stands out. It's really, really cool.
And if you see the cover, you can see that there is a battle from Christians to Muslim. There is the whole crusade.
Oh yeah.
And you see there is the dead, the face of the dead from both the side.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
Because there is not a winner, there is not someone right or someone wrong.
Right.
It's just dead. It's just everybody dying because religion. That's what we were trying to talking about on this album. For sure, Paolo, my singer, can explain much more better. But that's the way of the album.
Well, it definitely gets the message across, especially the music itself. It's very chaotic, but it's very it packs a hell of a punch to it.
It's very dark too. It's got a very dark thing to it.
With this album, we did a lot of much more melodic stuff, but we try to mix not just brutal stuff, but brutal with something more epic, more sometimes even melodic. If you heard the Cast of Stone, the title track, the beginning of the song is very melodic, but it's very dark. So we try. I think this album is a new way for Hour of Penance. We tried, because we don't like to repeat every album like the previous one. We don't want to make a copy of the previous album. We like to change every album. This album we tried, like for Regicide, we did a lot of technical stuff, but I think with this album the response of the people was much more better.
Definitely topped everything.
This is the right way to work with the band.
Absolutely.
I'd say a standout track for me on the record was Wall of Cohorts. I thought that was a really cool song.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
It's a nice, I don't know, it's just where you've got that track on there, it's just, I don't know, it's a good way to start closing out the record. I don't know, I don't know, man, I can't say enough about this record, and I'm not just saying that, it takes a lot to really just blow me away anymore, and I'm really blown away by it. It's just a really fucking good record, and I'm trying to get people to notice it because it's fucking sick. But
especially for death metal, today, I feel like it's very important to release it like a really good death metal album. I mean, you can be comfortable with it as a musician or from a fan standpoint too, but these days it really means a lot when the bands take the time to make a really good record, and especially a band like you guys. And I just think it's a testament to what death metal, to me as a fan, and to probably the Doctor here, should sound like. It's definitely awesome. Like if I was to show somebody, like, hey, tell me a sick death metal band, I'd put on Cast the First Stone and be like, this is some awesome death metal. So
this is our way to see death metal now, because something that I really don't like in the death metal scene now, I see a lot of death metal, all the death metal band, that they don't want to try to evolve or change being the sound. Or I see some very young, more deathcore band that they don't want to look for an own sound. They just want to copy someone else and make a new album. I like when someone listens an album and say, oh, this is Hour of Penance, or this is Immolation, or this is Morbid Angel, or you have to look for your own sound.
I agree,
100%. Change it, evolve it. You have to try. If you don't try it, if you don't do mistake, you never evolve it.
Well, you've polished it like steel. I mean, that new record, like I said, I don't know, man. It's just a breath of fresh air, and I thank you for making it.
Yeah, thanks.
This is the best stuff that you can say to me. Really.
Well, I mean, seriously, I'm not, just blowing smoke here. I'm serious. I'm really blown away by it, because I heard it. I was like, wow, this thing's really fucking good, and it's, I still physically buy music, so I bought the CD and stuff. So it's it's just really good. It's fun to listen to. I got plastered and listened to it the other day, and it's good stuff, man.
Thanks, man. Really,
yeah, it's really good stuff. Of course, yeah.
Of course, Cast the First Stone came out January 27th of this year. In the States, I believe, and then it's on Prosthetic Records. So to all you listening that do not have this fucking ass-ripping record, you need to go pick it up. If you're a death metal fan, if you're just a fan of fast stuff, whatever. The best release right now that has come out, I think, as far as heavy music in general. So thank you very much for that. It's a killer fucking album.
We try to do even something better for the next album.
Oh yeah, and we'll fly the flag, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And what were some of the shows you got coming up or anything to promote the record?
Yes, next week we're gonna play in Rome for our release party.
Awesome.
It'll be the release party of the album. We have other couple of shows in Italy. The half of March we have in the North Italy, and then we have some festival around Europe. We're gonna play in Romania. We're gonna play in Sweden, Denmark, and we are looking for some summer show in Germany for this summer. And we received a couple of offers for a European tour this winter. We are checking which one could be the best one for us, and I think we're gonna do a European tour this winter. We are still waiting for a nice offer in the US, and we really would like to come back in the US.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
I think if we found something very good for 2007, we for sure coming back in the US.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, well, that would definitely be amazing. I've never got to see you guys, but yeah, so that'll be something to look forward to there, and definitely catch them out at the festivals you guys will be playing at, and any tours you guys will be on. I'm sure people will get to enjoy that, because I can't imagine hearing that stuff live. So
yeah, we are working a lot now also for the live show. You know, when you have to, now we are making some show like a headliner show, so we have to play like 1 hour,
awesome.
hour and a half. Something like that, so we have to play a lot of songs, and it's not so easy to play like 80 minutes or 70 minutes of death metal. So we are working a lot to do a great show for the people, because if you want to see a band that make like 1 hour and a half of show, you have to do a great show.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Well, I'm positive that nobody would be disappointed with you guys, so it's no doubt in my mind. Now, if the other portion of the show was we talk about, if you don't mind, we talk about horror movies. Are you a horror fan?
Horror?
Yeah.
Horror movie, you mean?
Yes.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Well,
I have Freddy Krueger tattoo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Corey is a huge Italian horror fan, and
love the Italian stuff.
Yeah.
So are you? Is it still big over there?
Yes. I mean, it's very bad that it's not like the past. It's
right.
The horror movie culture is changing a lot. It's more fantasy than horror now. It's more special effects.
Here too, they're more focused on the paranormal stuff and
it's
little children ghosts, that kind of shit.
I never liked the all new paranormal movies, like Paranormal Activity or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I never liked so much.
That's for teenagers, I guess. But
it
are you more of a Fulci guy or Argento?
It's a good question. I think Fulci guys.
Awesome. I'm right there with you. I love Argento. Don't get me wrong. Doctor's more into Argento than me, but Fulci, I don't know. I'm a gore guy. I like the eyeball violence.
We have a band in Italy that is called Fulci.
I've heard that. You're in that band?
Yeah, they're a friend of mine. The singer is a friend of mine.
That's awesome. Yeah,
you've actually played them for me.
Yeah, the Fulci band. Yeah, I've heard them.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I know them. I know the guy that I know much more in the band is the singer, because he lives in Rome. The other two guys I met sometimes, but they're not living in Rome. But yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have checked them out. They're very different. They're more on the slam side of the brutal death metal stuff. But
they're much more slam.
Yeah, I do like them though. They're different. So and plus they're
slam band in Italy.
Right. But yeah, do you have a favorite of the Fulcis?
You mean the movie?
Yeah, the movies. Yeah.
This is a very good question, because I
like I said, it's hard for me too.
I love a lot of movies from him. Choose the favorite one is It's very difficult. I like Zombie a lot.
Oh, that one's awesome. The eyeball scene is fucking great, and the effects, the zombies themselves look really nice.
Yeah.
Of course, you got the shark attack, And
the shark attack.
It's a nice bit of comedy there.
Yeah. I have a big collection of horror movie at home, and I like it. In my free time, I can spend really a lot of hours just seeing, looking for movies, horror movies.
Yeah, that's all we do. We're both big collectors. Of course, we review horror movies on here as well with the interviews. So, do you have like a favorite 80s or like maybe a couple the 80s stuff, maybe the US ones that you really like? Besides Freddy, obviously.
I mean, my favorite character for a horror movie is Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of him because he's the only. When you see an horror movie, at the end of the horror movie, you see always the human part of the bad guy of the horror movie.
Right.
Like Michael Myers is a bad guy because he had a terrible experience. No, Freddy Krueger is he's an asshole because he is an asshole. And that's it.
I agree
He's
with that.
The fucking worst man in the world. He's really bad because he loves to kill people. That's why I love it.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely is that.
And what's your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie?
Well, the first two for sure.
Oh yeah. Second one we love.
Yeah. After the first 2-3 movies is not the same, of course, like
right.
All these movies, but the first one I tried to see that they make a remake of the first one, but
I'm sorry you watched that. It's awful.
Yeah, I tried.
It's a turd. That movie's terrible.
Okay, let's go to see. No.
Yeah.
You know who he looks like, the Freddy in that remake? He looks like Beaker from the Muppets, but he's been melted. He looks like Beaker Freddy. He's like me. That's what he looks like. He's like me.
It's terrible. It's terrible. All the remake are terrible. I mean, there are some stuff that should be just left how it was. They're making a lot of new movie, trying to keep something from the past, and everything is terrible.
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You like the Halloweens? Did you like those remakes?
Yeah, a lot. I love also the Eraser.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Hellraiser's great.
Yeah. The first one for me is. I probably see that movie one time per month.
It's great. It's good.
That's actually a scary movie. Like, there's very few of those kind of movies that scare me, but the Hellraiser is pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah, Razor is great. Also, the first three, I think they're very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
After there is something.
I don't know what happened.
You're right.
The first three. Yeah.
I love the third one. I don't know. I love that movie.
The Hell on Earth one. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, very, very good movie. Yes. It's good to hear that there is someone that is a big fan of horror movie.
We definitely are. Yeah, that was a part of our shtick here.
Because a lot of people now, they just kind of watch that Walking Dead show and that they say they're horror fans, but
No. Horror movie stopped being cool, I think, in the 95.
Yeah,
after they kind of passed off whatever else they could, and then now it's kind of been, But that's why it's nice to have all the old stuff. Those things are, timeless. You can always watch a good horror movie from the 80s or, even the, 70s, like.
Yeah, but I can imagine, someone very young now that try to see a very old horror movie. I don't know, how old are you guys, more or less?
I'm almost 27 now, so I'm a younger guy.
Yeah, and I'm 40, so.
Oh, okay. I am 32, so.
Oh wow! Right in the middle.
We saw more or less the same stuff, but try to imagine someone of like 16 years old that see a lot of I mean, now the movies are very different. There are tons of special effects and stuff like that. And he tried to see something from 79. I mean, he gonna think that it's garbage. But we arrived. We grown up with old movies, and now we see maybe something very, very modern, and we can appreciate both. But someone that is 16 years old is very difficult. They
can't.
Really.
They have very short attention spans now because there's such a high stimulus for explosions and special effects and superhero shit and all this stuff. So and video games are crazy. People now, they have to be constantly entertained, and if there's like a shred of story in something or character development, they're like, this is boring, But,
right.
Yeah, you cannot take a guy and bring to see like the last Resident Evil movie and
it's not horror. It's
just something from Dario Argento. It cannot work together.
Right. Now, what is? Do you have a favorite Argento?
My favorite Argento, I like a lot Suspiria.
That's probably my favorite. I mean,
that's such a great movie.
Awesome. I like a lot Suspiria.
The movie scared me. The maggots on the ceiling freaked me out when I was younger. I was really disturbed by that, and the Goblin did such an amazing job on the soundtrack for that. It just made it really scary, and of course visually.
The only stuff that I don't like a lot, Dario Argento, is the movie that when he starts to make movie with the daughter.
With Asia Argento and stuff, the Mother of Tears and all that stuff.
From that point, he starts to be, I don't know, a bit less interesting for me.
Sure, I agree with that.
The only movie I ever liked her in, and it's not an Argento film, I forget who directed it. You ever seen The Church?
The Church from Dario Argento?
I don't think it's Argento. I think he produced it, but I remember she's like really young and nude in it, and I remember just thinking it was weird as a kid because she gets fucked by like Satan in the film. There's like a dude, or it is a demon that fucks her in the church in the film.
I think. I'll search The Church.
It's a really good movie. I forget who directed that, but she's nude getting fucked by a Satan priest or something in that thing.
Because Dario Argento did the Church, the movie, La Chiesa. It's from '89.
That's it.
Okay,
that's
so
it.
it was Argento.
Okay.
That movie's fucking crazy with her in it. I mean, that's one of the only things I ever liked her in anyway.
Yes.
So The Church, you check it out.
Until '95, I think he never did a bad movie.
Right.
Argento. After '95, '96, when he started to make movie with Argento, I don't know. It's already very nice, but less interesting.
Sure, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I think I don't know what she looks like now. She was hot, but I don't know. But
yeah, she's still not bad.
I know she was in that Land of the Dead movie. Was
she in that?
She's one of the girls that. She could be better if didn't abuse a lot of drugs, but
sure, yeah,
that happens.
It's weird. A lot of fun.
It's a horror movie in and of itself.
I mean, she looks good sometimes, and then I don't know, but it's strange.
It depends what kind of night she spent.
Well, she was making a movie where my parents live with God, what's his name? The guy from Easy Rider, not Jack Nicholson and not Dennis Hopper, but
James.
No, it's going to drive me fucking crazy. Not Dennis Hopper, not
something Fonda, right?
Yeah, Peter Fonda. It was Peter Fonda and Asia Argento, and they were making this movie where my parents lived in Tennessee, and I met her, and she was really rude and just not very nice because they were using a friend of mine's house to shoot whatever film that was, and I don't even know if it was a horror movie. I don't even think it was, but either way, they're shooting this film or whatever, and I remember meeting her. I was like, "Yeah, I saw you get fucked by a demon in the church," and that just didn't really go over well. But whatever.
Oh yes, I think I was looking now on internet, and this is this movie, and Asia Argento was the director also.
Yes,
awesome.
That's it. Yeah. But anyway, that thing was shot. Some of it, or I don't know if all of it, but some of it was shot in Tennessee, which is just weird. But
I think the movie title is "The Heart is Deceitful Above All Things."
oh, okay,
It should be the title. I'm just looking. I never see this movie.
that's strange. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know, but
Yeah, too much drugs.
oh yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But it's like, well, man, I can't thank you enough for doing this. I'm sorry it took us so long to get it set up.
No, man, really, it was a big pleasure. Absolutely.
Well, hell yeah, man. If you want, come back on with the whole damn band. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, sure. I would like to see maybe next time with the guitar player, because he was supposed to be here tonight, but we had a problem. We had to stay much more working. So
Okay.
it was
That
just
happens,
me.
man.
But really, maybe next time we try to organize with him, because the other two guys live outside Roma. Davide, the drummer, lives in very north Italy, and Paolo, the singer, lives like 3 hours driving from
Oh,
Roma.
wow.
Well, I mean, if they've got Skype, we can get them on here. There's a way we should be able to.
Sure, absolutely.
We should be able to get all of you on here at once if they've all got Skype. But
Yeah, absolutely. I talked with Giulio, and we try to set up something very soon.
we'd love that.
Hi everybody, this is Marco from Hour of Penance. You are listening to Fantas Podcast.
Awesome, man.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, man. Well, look, I'll be in touch, and when we put this episode up and we get it paired up and we get it up on iTunes and everything, I'll shoot you a message and let you know.
Sure. Send me the link when it's online, and I'm gonna share it.
Awesome, man. He'll send it here in a few seconds.
Well,
And
yeah.
Marco, thank you so much for this, brother, and I'll be in touch.
It was great talking to you,
You're
man.
welcome, guys. We keep in touch, and thanks a lot for your time.
Fuck yeah, man. Take it easy, brother.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Have a good day.